I don't think anyone will debate that fall 2018 and winter 2019 were some of the best seasons for anime in years, but what if I told you that spring 2019 will blow your dick off? Probably, I don't know, fucking know. What's up everybody, it's Scamboli, aka I Have No Friends, and today I'm going to be wasting my time finding good anime for the next season, so you don't have to. This video will be pretty informative, so if you're not interested in the anime I'm currently talking about, I suggest you skip around the video. There's a list of every anime with a timestamp in the description. I'm going to make it so like a star means it's good, maybe like a hashtag. I'll put this shit on the screen. Anyway, last week you saw me fuck up 9-year-olds on Roblox. This time I'm playing a game called Owlboy. It's just a lot easier to edit, so when there's no trailers, hopefully that holds your attention. So let's talk about spring. Sometime in April, we're going to be seeing the return of One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, and Bungout Stray Dogs. One Punch Man Season 2 looks different. This is a case of bad different and not good different. However, it's good to keep in mind that we've only seen a short trailer and the only thing that we have to judge on is like the character models. The fight scenes could be cool as shit. Now I'm an avid manga reader and can confirm that everything you love from Season 1 is only expanded upon in Season 2. There's a fucking tournament arc. Tournament arcs are always dope. We're also getting the introduction of some really cool, likable, and thick-ass characters. I like the direction the series is taking, and the already existing characters are explored or expanded upon. So be on the lookout for that. Next we have Attack on Titan. If you hated all the talking in Season 3, you're gonna fucking hate Season 3 Part 2. I've obviously read the manga all the way up to the current chapter, and despite the talking, I personally was never really bored. Now if the season ends when I think it ends, which is around chapter 90, nearly every question about the Titans will be answered in this season. So if you're really interested in the story, you're going to want to watch this. If you only stick around for the action, skip it. Now what's really exciting me for spring 2019 isn't just the continuations of shit we already have, it's the brand new anime that's coming out. I've been a fan of the series called Kimetsu no Yaiba for a while now, and holy fuck, I didn't know they're going to adapt this into anime. So let's talk about what it's all about. We start off with our main character, Tanjiro, who's a super cool kid who sells coal. He's out slinging bricks when a storm hits and he's forced to spend the night in another town. By the time he returns, he discovers his family's been killed and his sister's been transformed into an ogre! Oh god, I hate myself. Tanjiro must become an ogre hunter and get his revenge. Now it's probably a really shitty summary, but it's basically a sick-ass shonen with some great characters and great action. If you're a fan of shonen but hate the tropes, don't worry, this anime doesn't pull that shit. I'll be covering this in my On the Radar segment as soon as the first episode comes out. I fucking love this story. Next up in the shonen category, we have Gunjou no Magmel. Alright, let's be real here. The teaser is some bullshit, and the thumbnail is a fucking joke. So I can definitely see why there's basically no hype, but don't let that fool you. Now there's only one chapter in the manga, and I wouldn't normally make such a bold assumption, but I think this story has potential to be one of the best shonen we've seen in a long time. The premise is that one day a continent randomly appears in the Pacific Ocean. The continent has mystical creatures with a crazy variety. People are set to explore the continent, blah blah blah. It's just cool as fuck. Now with such a boring cover photo, I wasn't expecting much, but this manga is really exciting. What immediately struck out to me was how quickly the manga goes mature. Since there's only one chapter out, I did some digging and the show's director had a lot to do with Naruto. On top of that, the scriptwriters worked on Tokyo Ghoul, so as I said, there's definitely a lot of potential. I'm genuinely curious about this world and what they'll be exploring. I definitely encourage you to give this manga a shot. And if you're wondering, the character does seem to have powers. But what is a new anime season without some shitty-ass Isekai? Kenja no Mago is exactly that. Now, putting my personal preferences aside, Kenja no Mago is a story in which some kid is hit by a truck and respawns in another world as a baby. He's raised by a great wizard and a great swordsman and becomes OP as fuck. If you're new to anime, this is perfect for you. There's big titties, there's an OP main character and all that. However, if you've been here for a while, this is just fucking painful as shit to witness. I tried reading the manga just for this video and nearly quit so many times. I would have stopped if I hadn't kept telling myself, just reach chapter 20, do it for the channel. So yeah, there's that. There is some pretty neat action and romance if you're into that, so as I said, if you're new to anime, watch it I guess. Speaking of romance, we have the return of Fruits Basket, which according to some random fucking anime sites is one of the best romances of all time. Okay, I didn't read the manga. Romance ain't my cup of tea. I don't like that nico shit. But this trailer is generating a ton of hype and it's one of the most anticipated shows of spring 2019. The series first aired in 2006 and looks like shit in my 2019 eyes. And man, the new series is fucking gorgeous. Look at this shit. It looks like a movie. So if you're into the romance genre, give this a spin. Oh, what's that? You're into children instead of adults? Well, I got just the thing for you. Actually, I take this back. This one's a bit wholesome. What the fuck? Foxtrot for short starts off with a stressed businessman being greeted by a cute fox girl when he returns home. He's obviously confused as fuck until she reveals to him that she's indebted to one of his ancestors and wishes to take care and pamper the dude. If you want them to fuck, that's not happening. Don't watch this. Although there is a big titty fox chick that shows up sometime in the series. I read all 30 chapters for this video and can say that this doesn't feel like a romance. I would say if you want to watch some shit and go, aw, isn't that cute in every episode, this is right up your alley. If you want a sexually confused teenager, skip it. Now I'm going to be moving over to anime that has absolutely no manga out for me to make an informed judgment on. This could be risky, but Cowboy Bebop, Gurren Lagann, Code Geass, and Psycho-Pass all aired without having a manga as well, so there's definitely potential out there. The first one that caught my eye is called Fairy Gone, namely because of the cool-ass cover photo. It's directed by Suzuki Kenichi. He's directed Drifters, JoJo Stardust Crusaders, and a bit of Hellsing Ultimate. The story basically says that humans are able to undergo a procedure that will allow them to become a vessel for fairies, which are used as weapons in the war. After these soldiers are discarded, a lot of them are resort to robbery and mafia type shit and so on, so a squad is assembled to combat these crimes. The character design is pretty sweet and the premise is interesting, but there's also a huge chance that this show will be hella boring and we'll forget about it when it's done. Another interesting show I came across is this shit I can't pronounce. You will immediately notice how unique the art is. Now this could be ugly as fuck to you and that's justified, but in my case I've grown sick of the usual way anime is presented and welcome the change. The motion looks quite fluid, and as long as their mouths move and the actual animation is nice, I'm down. Basically, a bunch of middle schoolers bump into a Kappa, but not any Kappa, he's in line to become the king of the Kappa Kingdom. They presumably talk shit to the little guy, so he only does what's reasonable. He steals organs out their assholes, which transforms them into Kappas. Now the rest of the story is vague, but they go on some sort of quest to return back to normal. It sounds interesting and the art's pretty nice, so be on the lookout for an episode of On the Radar, or check it out yourself when the show comes on. That's pretty much every show that seems interesting. Hopefully I included a little something for everybody. So that's it. That's the video. Leave a like or comment or both, it helps these videos get seen. Tune in next week when I probably don't upload a video because I spent too much time on this one. Thanks for watching, peace.